TV23's Internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Monday, December 21st, 2015. Almost Christmas. If you haven't got your shopping done, you better get after it. Welcome to High Plains Today on TV23. On today's show, I'll be joined by Kasey Krueger. He is the Director of Marketing at PioneerCommunications. Now let's take a look at some of the stuff that's happening. On Saturday at about 12:45 a.m., emergency responders were called to 207 West 6th and Liberal for a reported stabbing. Responding officers were directed inside the residence by a witness. The witness stated his brother had been stabbed and the suspect was still in the residence. Officers apprehended a 42-year-old male. Officers located the unresponsive victim inside the residence and began life-saving efforts. Seward County EMS transported the victim to Southwest Medical Center where he died from his injuries. Now, the victim was identified as 46-year-old Guy Terry. Investigators learned that both men were residents of the home. An argument ensued and then turned physical. After arresting the 42-year-old male suspect, he was booked into the Seward County Jail on a charge of murder in the second degree. And also, the Liberal Police Department is seeking assistance in locating Anthony Lawrence Martinez Sr. He is wanted for a material witness warrant through the Seward County Sheriff's Office. Anthony is 6'1", 200 pounds, and last known to be living with his parents in Oklahoma. Now, the subject frequents the Liberal area and has friends in the area. Anthony drives a white 1997 Mercury Cougar with Oklahoma tags 253ALX. Now, please use caution. Anthony can be violent, and if you see him, contact law enforcement immediately. And the Guyman Police Department is seeking the public assistance in identifying the male subject in this photo. Any help is greatly appreciated. Now, if you have any information, please contact the Guyman Police Department at 580-338-6525. A 32-year-old Scott City man will be charged with arson related to a September 27th fire at the Wendy's restaurant in Scott City. Scott County Attorney Rebecca Farrow said the arson charge against Christopher Lee Martinez is being pursued as a federal charge. So a federal court will hear that matter, and her office will prosecute the other charges alleging theft, burglary, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of marijuana. She said Martinez's criminal history includes possession of methamphetamine in Scott City and another crime in Wichita. Architectural designs and specifications for the Dodge City Schools district-wide facilities improvement are on track to be finished by February or March. The Dodge City Board of Education approved the concept designs at its meeting last Tuesday. GLMV Architects, the district architect firm, and the DLR Group, a consulting architectural engineering firm, have conducted program design meetings with the staff at all school buildings. The purpose for these meetings was to identify program needs for each of the additional facilities and to finalize design specifications for each building's improvements. Southwest Medical Center employees challenged themselves to raise $10,600 for the Seward County United Way in 2016's campaign. Southwest Medical Center had its internal campaign on October 30th and breezed by its planned goal with ease. A total of $11,040 was given by the employees of the hospital. Now, this is a 6% increase of giving from the 2015 Southwest Medical Center employee campaign. Seward County United Way is still taking donations for the 2016 campaign. Rick Tomchek has been hired as the new vice president of the Garden City Area Chamber of Commerce. He replaces former Vice President Micah Bunch, who was named Executive Director of Downtown Vision in late November and started those duties December 10th. Now, we are so excited to add Rick to our chamber team. The depth of knowledge and experience in so many areas of sales, marketing, and event planning will enable Rick to help members grow through their businesses, according to Steve Dyer, the chamber president. Now, prior to joining the chamber, Tomchek was an account specialist for Hibu, an international internet marketing and Yellow Pages corporation. And that's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. Stick around. We'll be back with a look at your sunny forecast after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. On every screen in your life. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And as you can see, it's still a bit cloudy out there, a little bit of snow, a little bit of moisture in the ditch. Looking north, or looking back towards Sublette from the junction of US 83 and State 144, just north of Sublette. Let's take a look at our readings here at the station. 46 degrees, relative humidity is 75%, winds are out of the south-southeast at 7, barometric pressure is holding steady. As we look at the temperatures around, you can see everybody out to the west of us is pretty much already warming up. Liberal at 46. We're looking at 50 in Perryton, 52 in Guyman and Elkhart. Everybody else still out here in the 30s and 40s, but we're going to warm up today. Current dew points all pretty much in the 30s. As we check our winds, there's not a lot of wind out there right now. They're kind of all over the map. Everybody's kind of variable, and they're out of the east, they're out of the west, they're out of the south, they're out of the north, so don't get too concerned about that. Looking at our highs and lows yesterday, as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport, our high yesterday was 61 degrees, 69, not that far off, back in 04. 34 was the overnight low, -7 back in 1983. And there were some thunderstorms that rolled through last night, so they recorded 41/100ths of an inch of rain at the airport last night. Today, it is going to be mostly cloudy this morning, as you saw from our camera shot. But it is going to be clearing. We're going to have a high of 52. Winds are going to be out of the west at 9, switching around later this afternoon to the south. Tonight, clouds are going to pick back up. 30 degrees for the low. South winds at 11. And then tomorrow, 58 degrees. Lots of sunshine. Winds are going to pick up just a little bit out of the south-southwest at 16. Tomorrow night, 31 degrees, mostly cloudy. South-south winds at 13. Winds are going to shift around after midnight to the north. As we look at our 7-day, you can see we're going to be in the 50s. Look at that. Christmas Day, 54 degrees. Then going into the weekend, though, we drop back into the 30s. There is a storm trying to build up in the northern Rockies that could be rolling in here on Saturday and Sunday, so we do have a chance of precipitation on the map. That's a look at weather. Stick around. We'll be back with the markets and Kasey after this.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV23.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
And welcome back. I'm now joined by, there he is right over there, Mr. Kasey Krueger, Director of Marketing and Publications for Pioneer Communications in Ulysses,
That's
Kansas,
right.
America.
That's right.
You're
Ulysses,
born and
Kansas.
bred in Liberal. That's where I know you from.
Born and raised.
And I've known him forever, so that's why I said Liberal. Oh, well. We go back a long ways, though.
I won't hold it against you.
Thank you. Thank you. How are you today?
Doing good. Beautiful weather. Can't complain.
Well, it's not cold, and it's not precipitating.
Could be snowing 5 degrees and a 40-mile-an-hour wind.
You're right. You're right.
For December, that wouldn't be unheard of. So
Hey,
I'll
you know,
take it.
and I was over north of Fowler today, and I was driving down the road, and I knew you were going to be my guest today, and I saw 6 wild turkeys out. I
There you go.
Oh, this is a Kasey deal right here.
Absolutely. That's good. Precipitation's helping them. So.
There you go. Hey, I called you and wanted you to come over and talk because you got some deals going on in your cable negotiations with your carriers, and I thought maybe you should come over and explain to people how the cable system with Pioneer Communications works. I mean, you know, you are in negotiations right now with AMC, what is it, American Movie Classics or something like that. And they want to raise their rates. So when they raise their rates, you have to raise your rates. And the big thing is, I don't think people understand that you have to, all the stations that you guys have on your cable system, you have to pay for.
Absolutely. So when you pay your cable bill, that in turn, we take that money and we go and pay stations like ESPN, ABC, NBC, AMC. I mean, basically, it's just a straight pass-through. So when a customer sees an increase in their cable rate, or they're upset at Pioneer Communications for increasing their cable bill, all that is AMC and ESPN wants more money, so we have to charge you more money. So right now we're negotiating with AMC, and our contract is up on December 31st at 11:59 p.m. So we're currently negotiating with them, and they are asking for some outrageous things. So they are asking for a 350% increase in price.
350% is all.
Yeah, so between 2015 and 2016, they're asking for a 350% price increase. Where normal ones are, 8 to 10%.
Sure.
They're asking for 350. So this really puts us in a very bad situation because it really brings us and it puts us into, we keep AMC and we raise our rates to cover that cost.
Sure.
Or we drop AMC. So, I mean, it really puts us in between a rock and a hard place.
Now, but the other thing I don't think people understand is when you get ESPN or AMC or whatever, those are package deals because a lot of those companies own more than just AMC. So if you say, okay, AMC, we're done with you, you may be done with several other channels too, correct?
Correct. So right now we currently carry AMC and BBC America are the two that they own. They also own 4 other stations, and part of the negotiations is they want us to add these 4 other stations. So we'd actually have 6 AMC networks now. They want to add all those to our basic package. So then all of a sudden we just added 4 channels to basic.
And charge you 350%
and a 50%
more.
increase, 350% increase.
Okay.
So all of a sudden we're down to, we got to add 5 channels to basic, and we need to pay 350% more. And it's just, I'm fine with paying AMC a price for what they deserve. They're a good station, and they deserve to be compensated fairly.
Sure.
But not 350%.
Okay, so, but here's the other thing that I don't think people realize is, okay, as soon as, now if you do get this negotiated with AMC, and then you're going to add 4 more channels in addition to AMC and BBC America.
Correct.
Then there's going to be 4 more channels on there, and somebody's going to call up and say, why do I have these 4 stupid channels?
Why do I have these 4 stupid channels?
It's going to go,
every day.
It can go either way, can it?
Yep.
Somebody's going to say, oh, that's great, I love that, or they're going to go, what is this?
Well, that's where we really try to do what's best for our customer. We do a lot of surveys, and we ask, what channels do you want? Do you want these 4 extra channels that AMC is going to push on us? And a lot of times the answer is no. So we really try to do what's best for our customer. And what people don't understand is that all these are huge media conglomerates with billions and billions and billions of dollars that Pioneer Communications in Ulysses, Kansas is trying to negotiate with. So they can really do...
No, you mean Disney is bigger than you guys?
They can do whatever they want. But things like, AMC has 6 channels that they're forcing on us when all we want is AMC. But like ESPN, if you want ESPN, guess what? You got to get ESPN2, ESPN Classic, ESPN News, and ESPNU. Just to carry, all I wanted was ESPN.
Okay, so you got to take 5 ESPN channels.
And that doesn't include...
Since they're owned by Disney, then you're going to have to take all the Disney channels probably in the
ABC
package and the network ABC.
Yep.
Now, another little deal, though, that's different, though, is when you guys broadcast the locals, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. Now, are you paying a fee for those also?
We are. So back in 2009, it was all free. It was over the air. You can get it over the air. So we also got it for free. And now those prices have really skyrocketed. And back in 2009, it was a minimal fee. We paid over $1 million last year just to ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox.
Just to the 4 major networks, you paid over $1 million.
In 2009, we paid $0. Last year, we paid over $1 million.
For just the locals.
These fees for just the locals and then the programming fees, I mean, they're raising and they are growing at an exponential, a very unhealthy rate.
Well, I think Brian's got a graphic of that for us. What, 10 years ago, you guys were at
So
about $900,000, right? Is what that's
2000. So 15
Okay.
years ago, we paid less than $900,000 in total programming fees for all of our channels. And this year we're slated to pay a little over $4 million.
That's
so
just
in
to get
15
people.
years, it grew by 400%.
So, and that's not you. I mean,
It's not us.
Okay.
It's ESPN and Fox Sports Midwest and it's all these stations who want more money.
Okay, so let's look at AMC because I've seen it on several. You know, if you're watching AMC and you see the banner flash across the bottom that you're going to lose AMC. I think the latest one was that they're in negotiations with Dish or DirecTV also.
Yep.
Okay,
And they scrolled on
they
PioneerCommunications.
scroll it on everybody's. So call your Direct or Dish representative if you want to keep AMC. But what people don't understand is I'm guessing that they want to raise their rates with those people also.
Absolutely.
So what makes them think that, I mean, 350% is, I mean, why 350%? Is there anything leading up to that or any inkling why?
I don't know about the AMC one, but I think the best analogy would be when you see ESPN go out and get that big, huge $10 billion Monday Night Football deal.
Yes.
Guess who's paying for that?
Well, they're going to pass it.
Communications is going to pay for it in a rate increase, and then we're going to pass it on to the consumer.
Or Cox Communications and Garden and Dodge or Zito and Liberal or whomever, Allegiance and Meade, et cetera, or whoever those people. I mean, they're just passing that along.
That's all we do. And you know, so when you see ESPN open up their checkbook to the NFL or open up their checkbook
for a
to
gazillion
college,
billion dollars.
For just our customers are the ones paying for it.
People don't understand that.
So it's a very misunderstood situation. You know, Pioneer Communications gets squeezed in this whole deal. We want to do what's best for our customers, and you know, at the end of the day, our basic package is still $59.99.
One of the lowest in the area.
Yeah, it is by far. And you know, there's a lot of people that butt up to us over in Oklahoma and Western Colorado and or Eastern Colorado, and they're up in like the $89.99, $95. And you know, at some point, when are people going to say, you know, I'm tired of paying for cable. I'm tired of them doing this to us. And Pioneer Communications is the one that gets a bad rap for us.
Sure.
But it's not us that's doing it.
I know, but you're local, and that's who they think they can yell at.
Yep, exactly.
Wow. Okay, so take that into consideration when you're talking to your cable provider because, you know, they're not the ones on the end of the checkbook. They're just kind of the pass-through.
That's right.
Keep me posted on how this goes with AMC,
We'll do.
Kasey.
Go check out our Facebook page if you have any questions on it. We posted a few blogs about it on our website. So
Okay.
we're always updating stuff. And there on December 31st, 11:59, we'll either be ready to keep going with AMC and sign a deal or pull the plug.
All right,
So
well,
it's an
let's hope it
unfortunate
works out for
situation.
you. All right, we'll know on New Year's Day.
That's right.
All right, keep me posted, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
All right, and stick around. We'll be back with more after this.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. People are people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around the world, only to find what I already know. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah. This is the place.
Are you ready to go? Did you call 511 to check the weather and road report?
I did. Got all the info we need. Road conditions, traffic for Kansas City, Kansas, and Missouri, rest areas, everything we need to know.
Now you can even be transferred from 511 to tourism and motorist assist across the state.
And I've got my phone so I can call 511 while we're on the road and check for updates.
Kansas 511. Just one call to get all your travel info needs. This message brought to you by the Kansas Department of Transportation and this station.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. on every screen in your life. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
And welcome back. Hey, let's take a look at stuff that happened yesterday in the NFL. Graham Gano's 43-yard field goal as time ran out. The Carolina Panthers shrugged off a record-tying Giants comeback to remain perfect with a wild 38-35 victory yesterday. Kansas City Chiefs capitalized on a variety of miscues by the Ravens. They extended their winning streak to 8 games and remain in the thick of the playoff picture. You know, not bad for the Chiefs. I can understand where they're coming from. And also, let's see, Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown lit up the depleted Bronco no-fly zone secondary to spark a second-half rally as the Steelers moved into the second AFC wildcard spot. With a 34-27 victory, Roethlisberger passed for 380 yards and 3 scores against the NFL's best defense. Brown, he caught 16 passes for 189 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a game winner with 3:24 to go. Let's take a last look at our weather before we get out of here today. It is 47 degrees. Relative humidity is 71%. Winds are out of the south-southeast at 6. Don't worry, the sun's going to start shining here in a little bit. Barometric pressure is holding steady. We're going to be in the 50s pretty much all week. Yeah, we dip down to 48 on Thursday, with Christmas Day looking really nice at 54. There's a chance of some precipitation over the weekend. Go out and make it a great day. Dr. Jack's here tomorrow.
With the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love.